Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. How are we doing, everybody? Happy... what is today? Tuesday? Is it Tuesday? Sorry, my week's all scrambled. I think it's Tuesday, right? Tuesday the 26th, yes. Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone's having a good week so far. What do we got in here? What's up? Hello, Mr. Foot. Always good to see you. NC, hooty hoot to you as well. I heard about the nickel box. Congratulations. I think I'm gonna hold off from buying a box though while I, am actively getting my own. But if times get desperate and you don't sell it, definitely gonna consider it. Of course, right when I get my camera turned on and everything like that, my nose decides to start giving me problems. That's great. Fantastic. I've only been having a great day so far without allergies, but I must be allergic to something over here. I gotta figure that out. How's everyone doing though? Hope you all had a good day. Nothing too stressful. Just a happy day in the neighborhood. Good days at work. I got nothing to complain about. Nice light day tomorrow as well. Should be anyway. We'll see how it turns out. What we got? Homestead. A little bit of doubling in that window. It's not really extreme though. Just a tiny bit of a doubled window pane there. Just a tad, just a touch even. A whisper. What's up, Deborah? Good to see you. I saw my girlfriend kissing another dude, but I couldn't say anything because it was her boyfriend. How gentlemanly of you to not to say anything. That's great. It's a nice 97, but got junk on it. Junk. Hoping maybe there's a silver sitting in this box somewhere, or anything interesting other than that. Do I have coupons with this guy? $1 off. Huh. Interesting. Something intriguing. I mean, there's been some nice, good quality quarters in here, but kind of hoping for something better than just quality. Hoping for some kind of value, a little bit. Bad joke. I said it wrong. No, I get what you meant, though. I get what you meant. What's up, John? Hey, have you been in the chats lately, John? I feel like I haven't seen you in a bit. Maybe that's just my bad observation skills, but for some reason, I don't know. It's in my brain that I haven't really talked to you lately. Good to see you, though. Good to see you. No problem just getting the word out. Yep. I started rolling up some of those 2025 Denver pennies I got today in the bucket, and I rolled probably 5 or 6, and it barely dented the pile. So this will be fun. It took quite a while too. So I got some sorting tubes that'll hopefully make it easier to count. Count out 50. Coming tomorrow from Amazon. So we'll see how that goes. I'm excited. Excited to have them all rolled up. It was her husband. It was supposed to be at the end. I messed it up. You know what they say, you only get one chance at a first impression, so it's okay. I'm sure we won't hold this over your head forever. Hey everybody, remember that time that Haven't been in a while. I had awful migraines. Oof, that sucks. That sucks. On the bright side, maybe this will cheer you up. Check out this 1966. It is beautiful. Not hoping, I know. Well, we're glad to have you back. Glad to have you here. I know John from all over. He's good people. Yep. Absolutely. I think we have majority good people in here, so not too many troublemakers or bad apples, so it's always good to hear. Good to have. Ah, what a Kentucky. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Georgia, South Carolina, Massachusetts. Not a bad effigy. Could be better, though. Scratches, okay. And 87. My head hurts, too, when I'm at home, but only while my wife is around. Oh, Mr. Foot. Those are the words of a man in a solid marriage. Everything's great. Hope all is good with you. Everyone's having a good time. Philly, Florida, Denver. It's Vicksburg, Denver. I'll just keep that one. I'm trying to find a nice Vicksburg. If you're shipping anything to the UK, forget about it. Postal Service said they're not moving anything until they figure out the tariffs. Well, I wasn't planning on shipping anything to the UK anyway, so problem solved. Problem solved. No issues there. 23 Denver is another homestead. This one looks like it's got some yeah, a little bit of snow on it. That would have been a bigger chunk. Oh, there's the big. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's a good snow on roof right there. That's chunky. That's a real good one. Got a double error on this, maybe? Nope. Can we see it from here? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I should have seen that with my naked eye. Check that out. That's a big snow on the roof. Big old one. Got a foot on the roof or so. Glad you said that, Littlefoot. I only ship to U.S. address. I just shipped to the UK 2 weeks ago and had plans to do it again. Yeah, perhaps not. Perhaps a break to the UK. 9 Philly, 88 Denver. Blizzard roof, yeah, that they had a snowstorm there for sure. That's my best one, I think, now. I don't think I've had any even close to that. I had a little spots here and there, but never the whole roof. That's a keeper, no doubt about it. Shenandoah, Wyoming. 90. I got the magnifier you use. It's awesome. Oh, the little microscope. I know. I like it. You know, for how inexpensive it is, quality's fairly nice. Pretty darn good. That is a good snowy roof. Okay, hold on to that one. Keep it over here. Why not? I saw that 500. Congratulations. Yeah. No, we did it. Hanging in there too. We did a quick in-stream. We hit 500 live actually. So we did an in-stream giveaway. Joe Minnick won it. It was a quick little 10th ounce silver giveaway. Joe won it. We also did a poll on what the 500 subscriber giveaway open to the public is going to be. And I think, did we decide on the one chunk? I think it was the one whole chunk. This is a half-ounce silver round by Money Metals Exchange. It's the Walking Liberty Proof Imitation. I think this is the one that won, so that will be the giveaway. It was between that or the 2 quarter ounces together. And I believe the half-ounce won. You guys can argue and tell me I'm wrong if I am. But I'm pretty sure that's the one that won, right? I have to go back and look at it. The video is going to be out. I'm trying to get it out tomorrow because I actually have time. And there'll be a short that accompanies it and all that on how to enter the giveaway, how to win. It'll be similar to the last ones. You know, you guys know where I'll ask you a question and there will be a keyword in your answer to actually enter you into the giveaway. So make sure you follow the instructions to a T. And the reason I knew I was at 500 subs after that is YouTube constantly bombards me with the, hey, monetize your stuff, hey, get paid, hey, do this, hey, do that. And I haven't done any of it because I just don't want to. Like, nope, I'm good, thank you. Good for now. Good for now. But yeah, I heard all of the above. No, can't do a full ounce yet. Half ounce for 500. That was the agreement that I forced upon everybody. You read the fine print, right? Yeah, you read the fine print. George Rogers, 67, 86, Rushmore, 85. Let's rig it, it'll be fun. Trying to be a little bit fair with it, you know? Just a tiny bit. But no, usually the giveaways do pretty good for our channel, so definitely helps out. Couldn't find my glasses, no fine print. Hey, that's fine, but whether you read the fine print or not, you all signed the agreement, so that's how it works. We get over 1,000, we can think about some bigger prizes. How about that? But until then, we're sticking with my plan on the road to 1,000 here. Double die, or is it supposed to do that? Is that anywhere else? Oh, it's a leaky bucket anyway. Big one. Why does this feel like a double die? Actually, I have the other homestead. I can look at that one. Die chip there too. Die chip there. Yeah, if I look at that, just the tips of the leaves, that's that one. If you look, this one looks like there's that machine doubling all the way around, or double die, because it's also on the roof. It's everywhere. But yeah, that's a good leaky bucket, so we're going to take another one. I'm going to keep that one. But I'm also thinking, is that double die or machine doubling? Because it's probably machine doubling because it's everywhere, but let me know what you guys think. We're on a roll with the homestead errors. Good chunky ones too, not little weak ones. Been stuck at my number for a few days. Yeah, it's tough. Well, I haven't been putting a lot out, so I understand why mine's staying at 500. Dre Dollars, how are ya? What are you looking for or looking at? Oh boy, what aren't we looking for? So primarily, our ultimate goal in quarters is to find silver. You know, anything before 1965 is 90% silver. So you want to take those out because instead of 25 cents, they're worth what is silver quarters now? $7 a piece. Some other things to look for on your 2019 and newer quarters. You want to check mint marks on them down here. See, this one was minted in Philadelphia. It's got a P there. You're looking for S's or W's. W's being West Point mints. They are very low mintage. Definitely very collectible, and are worth $15 to $20 depending on condition. You're also looking for, again, the San Francisco mint marks. Any San Francisco will do. Again, low mintage, collectible, and can be worth a couple bucks. So then any other little errors and stuff we find. For example, on this one, underneath this bucket, you see you have a gigantic die chip that's torn off, left extra material, so we're going to keep that one. This one was earlier. Here's an example of the bucket without the die chip. And this one has a bunch of extra material on the roof of the house. Compare that to a normal one. You see it's just flat. So we're looking for little errors here and there. Those are our good ones for the day. Anything really nice, great condition, mint state condition that we can put into our personal books. I'm working on the states and the national parks books, but I am very picky, so not everything actually goes into my books. I am, well, I said it, very picky about what goes in, so it's got to be pretty darn close to perfect if it's going to go in the book. So primarily, every time I'm looking at these, I'm checking what the mint mark is, I'm checking the other side, seeing if there's any other major errors on it, and then I'm throwing it away. Wisconsin, there is a variety where this corn husk has an extra leaf on it, sticking off to the left side. It's worth, $100+ if you get one in nice shape, a couple hundred even. So depends on the coin you're looking at. You know, some of them have. There's a lot of different errors to look for, and I don't look for all of them. I just look for some, and yeah, this one doesn't have that doubling going on, so nothing on that one. So depends what you're looking at. You can look for everything, or you can look for a little bit. But I look for what makes me happy. I don't think 1,000 is in reach this year for me. Nice save. Nice leaky bucket. Thank you. I thought that was good. Next up is silver. Please give me some silver. Maybe you'll find the burning building today. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. But yeah, Dre, it all depends on personal preference. I just look for what I am personally looking for. Do you check paper bills, old money bills with red stamps? Yes, I have lots of red seal 2s. Just got a... Actually, I can show you what I got the other day. A little bit of die rotation. Not enough, though. That's a nice day. Wow, Mint State Olympic. I do have red seal 2s, blue seal 1s. I just picked these up the other day. These are all blue silver certificates. 1935 and 1957. This one's even a star note. So I just got those the other day and picked this one up. Here's a brown seal. This is actually a state Kansas City 5 from 1928. No, these are 29 series brown seal from the Federal Reserve. I got one of these 5s. But yeah, red seals, blue seals, you name it, I collect it. I have a paper money book. I just don't have it out here right now, not on the desk. But we do dollar bill hunts, looking for star notes and all that. So we do everything: coins, dollar bills, bullion, whatever you can. If it's coin related or currency related, we try to do it. So most of the time, it's on a budget. but we'll do it. Absolutely. I got my first kick of Red Seal 2s. I went to the bank a few months ago. First time I ever asked, you know what? I'm going to ask if they got any $2 bills. I asked them. They said, yeah, actually, I got a couple in the till. 1 second. They started counting them out. They said they had $90 worth. I'm like, all right, I'll buy them all. They started counting them out in front of me. I'm seeing these little flashes of red. I'm like, oh boy, here we go. That's nice. And I got, I think, 5 Red Seal 2s the very first time I went to the bank. So I was hooked after that, safe to say. I mean, if people want to see the book, I'll take the book out. I don't think you guys have actually seen everything put into the book yet. All the notes. Maybe I have. Maybe I have. But I don't remember. So, potentially I have. That was clear as mud, Luke. Good job. Why? What did I say? I already forgot. Already forgot. What's up, Elstro? Good to see you. Good to see you. Glad you're feeling better. Hey, Renee's back. How you doing? I remember you from a while back. Was it Renee? I'm sorry. Reen? I'm trying to remember. A lot of people stop in and out, but I do remember you. Good to see you again. We've been seeing a lot of people pop back in actually in the last few days. Some people we haven't seen in a while, so it's really nice. Glad to have you. Checking in on our progress. But we're here. We just hit 500 subs. We're going to be doing a giveaway for this ½ ounce of silver right here. ½ ounce for halfway to 1,000, I figured, you know. This video will be out tomorrow with instructions on how to do it. So, pay attention. Keep notifications on for the channel. Just keep checking it. If you want to enter to win that, it is free. You have to be subscribed and you have to follow the instructions in the video, but other than that, completely free. So good luck. Here comes the Black Eagle again. Oh, you want me to show the Black Eagle, Elstro? Elstro said Black Eagle, so I think I should take it down. I think I should take him down. You're right, Renee. Okay, thank you. I figured it was. Good to see you again. Good to see you again. Elstro said Black Eagle, so I have to take it down. Buy or trade them for the $2 bills. Trade what? What for the 2s? Ray Kirby. I love the name. Good to see you. I got a batch of $2 bills, 50 of them. About 45 were all in a row. New bills. Nothing stuck out, though. Yeah, that's fairly common when you ask for $2 bills from the bank. Most of the time, they're going to have brand new stuff. So, fairly common. Fairly common. Since Elstro mentioned Black Eagle, there it is. I will take any excuse to show it off. Since we have people in here who are actually interested in old notes, I'm going to bring it out. So, this is my 1899 Black Eagle silver certificate. It was graded by PMG, very fine 30. It's a beauty. It's got a nice white detail, or a nice white background still on it. Dark details. Definitely one of the most beautiful pieces of currency to ever grace this land. I love it. And yes, I will take any excuse in the world to show it off. There it is in all its glory. Thinking, you know, this is just going on almost 125 years old. Something like that. We're getting close. At least. Oh, well, we're over 125 years old, aren't we? It's 126 years old. Still looking pretty. So yes, I'm gonna take every opportunity I get to show off the Black Eagle. It weren't cheap either, so you know I gotta feel like I got my money's worth out of it, right? Good to see everyone here. Cool bill, absolutely. Tickles me every time. At the bank, you gotta buy them or trade them in for other bills. Oh, like my 2s? I just go to the teller and I ask him, like, hey, do you got any 2s back there? I'll buy them. I just use money from my account, or if I have cash in my wallet, I'll just exchange it. if you have a good relationship with your tellers, you can get away with anything. Just gotta be nice to them and ask them. I've landed lots of free silver by being nice to my tellers, so always beneficial. But yep, I just go in and ask. I said, hey, you got any twos for me? They say, yep. They'll say, yep, I got $50 worth or whatever, and I'll say, yep, I'll take it. Oh, I need my microscope back. Don't think this is a... No, okay. No. It says $1 on it, I'll give you 2. Man, tempting. If you add add 2 zeros and a little bit more, we'll think about it. We'll talk. Change the 2 to a 3 and add 2 zeros, and you got a deal. No problem at all. It's 24 Denver. I don't know if she's got that one. I also collect nice women's quarters for my girlfriend Becca. She is filling out a book of her own. She wants to do national parks and states next, but I told her if you want to do national parks and states, you're gonna pick the coins out yourself this time. I don't mind helping with the women's, but if you want to do a bigger collection, that one's on you. Yeah, you're adding the digits in the wrong direction there, buddy. Good effort, though. I appreciate the hustle. At the very least, I respect the strategy. Very much so. Oh yeah, we got I got 13 rolls left of quarters here, and thinking we might transition into some nickels, maybe. What do you guys think? Y'all want to see nickels or pennies next? I feel like we haven't done nickels in a while. Or if we did, I mean, I got nickels out here, but that I still haven't put away. So we did them not that long ago. But, yeah, what do we want to see next? Because I got boxes galore of those. Just waiting to be hunted. Little mass. No drool on that one. Silence. I'm prepping pig shots for a barbecue tomorrow. Anyone ever had any? I don't think so. Pig shots. Any gold dollar coins? I don't really hunt them. It's not my thing. I think we did them once or twice. It's just I don't know. In my opinion, so this is a personal preference, by the way. I'm not knocking anybody who does hunt dollar coins. I prefer the big ones, the Eisenhowers and stuff, because at least you got a chance to get silver. But obviously, it's hard to get your hands on those rolls nowadays, since they're discontinued currency. But my thing with gold dollar coins is there's not that big ticket item that you're hoping to find, at least not any that interest me, right? There's no silver in them, no chance for silver. I mean, you get the potential of getting some valuable errors or NIFCs, but in my opinion, there's not enough there to keep me interested the whole time. Again, that's a personal preference. The gold dollars are not my favorite thing in the world, so not really a big fan of the coin in general. I prefer the large ones, so. But we have done them in the past. I have them, sure. I do have some. They're in my collection, sure. I have some toners and NIFCs and whatnot, but I already have an entire set of presidents. the president's dollars in my safe, like all in the mint wrappings and stuff. So I have a roll of each throughout the years. So I feel like there's not really anything there for me to hunt. So I don't hunt them. That's just me, though. That's just me. If we want to talk about gold coins, though, absolutely gold. We do gold here, too. Let's see if we can't find a war nickel or a buffalo. I agree with Renee. I'm kind of itching for some nickels, so we're going to run through the rest of this quarter box, and then we will jump into some nickels. Also because I am accumulating a stockpile of nickel boxes, and I want to start running through them, so. Die cracker scratch. That's a pretty good scratch. That'd be an impressive die crack. Alas, 'twas not to be. Because the thing I like about nickels is, yep, you got the opportunity for old stuff, you got the silver, and you got the opportunity for a low mintage. Favorite kind of hunt. You get a little bit of everything. I like pennies too. No silver, but those wheat pennies, Indians, King George, Canadian stuff. Big fan. Big fan. Big fan. Are you speaking English, Steve? I don't understand the words going out of your mouth. He's speaking in, in music lyrics at the moment. NC's back. Everybody stop and stare. War pickles, that's right. That's the goal. After the war pickles. Denver. Alright, we got Puerto Rico. Denali. We can do better than that one. Another homestead coming out of the woodworks. Good, we like to see it. No bucket or anything, that's fine. Fine by me. Couple Mississippis. I mean, where's the West Points at? Where is they? Tallgrass Prairie, Extra Leaf, maybe Wisconsin? High, low, nope. One day we'll find one. I'll be over the moon. And then I'll want another one right away. Just the way the cookie crumbles. '89 Denver. Nice. How do you feel about Trump taking away the penny? Oh, I'm here for it. Here for it. Because, well, A, penny's a waste of money, let's be honest. It costs way too much to make them. B, you're going to simplify our transactions, well, in the future when they actually remove that denomination in its entirety, and we round to whatever. And 3, they're making the pennies that I collect already more valuable, so my collection value goes up. So, plus, I'm excited for a nice modern low mintage 2026 potentially. Very excited for that. So, sure, sad to see it go on one hand, but on the other hand, very happy about it. Because it's exciting times. We're living in a time where we're seeing the discontinuation of an entire denomination, and we actually have the opportunity to get our hands on it in the present before, so we can hold on to it for future generations, I guess. So I see it as a net positive. I don't got many problems with it. Nickels cost too much to make as well. Yep. So someday the nickels will probably go as well, but baby steps. I mean, eventually we're going to have a lot of this small currency gone. You probably won't have anything less than $1 in the future here actually being used in everyday transactions. But we'll see. Ooh, that's a nice one. That's a nice one. It's been a long time coming. I mean, it's not even a thing where, what do you call it? It's not even a thing where, oh, this is suddenly a new thing that, oh, by the way, you know, the penny's going. Like, no, this has been floated by the government for decades, right? I mean, they were talking back in the 80s about doing this, so it's not a new thing. Almost every president in office has been faced with it. It's just, at this point in time, it finally got the votes to happen, and there it goes. So, living through history, and I don't see any problem with that. So I'm excited, really excited. I'm here for that asteroid head this way. Can you order you and I a box of 2026 from the bank? You can't pick and choose, but if you keep ordering boxes, eventually you'll get them. I ran into a guy, I mean, you guys on the Discord will know already, but I ran into a guy at the bank today who was dumping pennies in the counting machine, and he brought in this bucket, and it all looked brand new, so I asked him, like, hey, what's in the bucket? He's like, oh, it's all 2025 Denver pennies. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah. It's all 2025 Denvers. I say, you know roughly how much is in it? Like, I'll buy it from you and save you the trouble of running them all through the machine. He's like, yeah, about $65. I'm like, done deal. I'll give you $65 for it. And he's like, yep, sure. You gave me the bucket and everything. So I have thousands of 2025 Denver pennies to actually count out and put into rolls now. So, but you know, those rolls are going for $10 a piece now, so net positive on that transaction. The guy didn't mind. He's like, yeah, I know the value, but I'm not in it for that. He does the cornrow hunting to take out the copper and to collect the wheat pennies and Indians. So he's like, yep, if you want them all, I'll sell them to you. Done deal. What's up, Drum Girl? Good to see you. But yeah, they can't pick, but you can get lucky. For all I know, I do have a whole box of 2025 pennies sitting on the floor next to me. I just haven't opened them, so I don't know. Just haven't opened them. Washington. '92. 19. 2020. Give me something. Idaho and okay. Long day at work. My car's engine radiator fan went out on the weekend. I have to take my car into the shop. That sucks. The electric fans aren't working. Oof. Oh, we got not silver. Definitely a Canadian edge up here. Too thin for American silver, so, and it's too yeah, not the right color. But you know the Canadians always giving us mild heart attacks for no reason. Increasing my blood pressure while cornrow hunting. Oregon, Louisiana. 89 Denver. Nothing there. Sand Dunes. Jersey 86. Definitely a Canadian. No doubt about that. Kitsachi 91, 68. Hope it's just a fuse. Yeah, that would be the simplest solution. If you know anything about, if you have any spare fuses, it's always worth taking a peek and looking at your fuse boxes in your engine bay. Should be able to pop it out, and there's a map on the back of it that tells you which fuse goes to which. And if you have extra fuses, just to swap it out, the one for the electric fans, just to see if that does anything. Might save yourself a couple bucks at the shop. Is a 2011 Canadian quarter. Queen Lizzie. We'll take it. I can't handle another $1,000 bill again. My Honda Element has $225 on her. Oh yeah. Yeah. It pays to know a little bit about cars because it just saves a lot of money too. Monday I received 2 uncirculated Benjamin halves struck in Philly that I won during a YouTube live auction at $15 a piece, not reclad because the bell crack is too perfect. Nice. Very nice. I just picked my Mini Cooper up. It's BMW prices and it hurts. Oh yeah. I did brakes on a Mini Cooper last week, and yeah, no, that bill is, the parts for that are not cheap around here. And the woman said, she goes, yeah, she's like, I don't know why it's been having all these problems, and I straight up told her, like, well, you bought a Mini Cooper, and they're not necessarily the most reliable vehicles on the planet. And she goes, well, I don't like American cars. I'm like, I'm sorry, but that's just, you're gonna pay higher prices for parts because cars not made here in the U.S. You gotta find all the parts are aftermarket, and none of them are cheap. Nobody stocks them. Nobody stocks those parts, so you gotta get them. Order in. Probably $100 more than every other part, so because all it needed was, well, it needed I needed brakes all the way around and rear calipers. Those rear calipers were expensive, very expensive, because nobody holds on to those. Nobody stocks them. That's why we can't even give quotes to some people in advance on vehicles like that, because depending on what it is, depending on who actually has the part, bill is going to be different. Recommend YouTube, shows you everything. Yeah, exactly. Fuse would be good. It would be nice. I've already been looking at videos to replace the fans, and that's well above my experience. You'd be surprised, Drum Girl, replacing those, if they're the electric fans, they're really not that hard to do. It's just taking out, you'll probably have 4 10mm bolts holding it in, and you'll have 2, if there's 2 fans there facing, like if if the front of the car is this way, like you're looking over the hood, you have the two fans that you're reaching in like this to work on. You'll have like a bolt at the top on each side, and then two bolts down on a little bit further down, like halfway down the fan. You'll take those out, and then there will be two electrical connectors down there where you have to unplug them from the fans, and those, the whole shroud should just come right out with the fans and everything. So if you had to buy your own fans and put them in, it's actually one of the easier things to replace. Hopefully, though, you just have to do a fuse or something. So, but I'd say replacing fans is very beginner friendly. Very much so. Iowa, nice. Nice. Most of the parts have to come from factory. Yeah, yep. My truck is a good old 2007 Chevy. The wife has a fancy four-wheel drive Mini Cooper, electric, everything, and then some. Yeah. And the thing is, like, sure, the Chevy can keep breaking down. That's fine. Which, you know, those early 2000 Chevys, they're pretty darn solid as long as they're not rusted out. In terms of mechanical issues, they don't really have that many. Stuff does rot out, it rusts out, and you gotta do brake lines and stuff on them, but when they do break, when parts do go on them, they are readily available and pretty darn cheap, so that's the positives. I had an '01 Chevy Silverado in high school, and I loved it. And I've been thinking about tracking it down and trying to get it back because kind of miss it. It'd be nice to have a truck again. Would be real nice. Because even when that thing broke down, it did not cost that much to get it back up and going again. I drove that thing home on no brakes way too many times. Good evening. Hey, what's going on, Matt? Good to see you. Glad to have you. We're just talking Drum Girl through her car troubles. My Element is a 2007. Do they have... I don't know if they have the big shield on top of the radiator and the fans that's in the way. It'll have like a big plastic shield. If it doesn't have that, though, you should be able to see the fans right away, and it won't be that difficult to get to. But also under the hood will be the fuse box. You can pop that cover off, and on the inside of the cover, when you flip it around, there's a map of what fuse is where. It's also in your owner's manual, but if you have a spare fuse, it's probably a 10 or 15 amp fuse. If you got spare ones, you can try swapping it out, just see what happens. Or move a fuse from somewhere else, like the horn or whatever, over, just to see if it works. Parts are cheaper and easier to put on with a lefted Chevy. That Mini's about 2 inches off the ground. Oh, believe me. We have a hard time just getting the lift arms under the thing. Try to put it on the drive-on lift when I can. But when space is limited and you gotta work with what you got, I've had to shove the lift arms under those things way too many times. Here in California, it's to be fine. Drum Girl Hondas last a long time. Yeah, they do. Especially in dry climates, they'll be fine. As long as you don't blow the motor up and you keep coolant in it, it's not. As long as you take care of the engine, it'll be fine. Just try turning it off and back on again. If it does have that plastic cover, it's just some little plastic pieces you pop up to remove it. Yeah, it's not hard to, but for someone who's never done it before, it can be frustrating to get those out. 2 little flathead screwdrivers is what I do. If you don't have the pinching tool to do it. Honestly, I've been preferring the 2 little. Well, we have little pocket pry bars. I've been preferring using those to get those off lately instead of the pinching tool, just because it's Just feels like it works better. Personal preference. Yes, there are covers, and all the videos show removing the bumper and other things just to get at the fan. Really? Removing the bumper to get at the fans. I gotta see a picture of a 2000. I forget what I worked on early 2000s Honda Element not too long ago. I don't remember what the engine bay looked like. Let me see. Let me pull a picture up here. What do we got here? Let's do some little bit of mechanic quoting over the live stream here. Here, if we screen share, oh, not that one. There you go. Let's see. Hold on. Trying to. Yeah, you got this flimsy little shit. You should be able to reach in between the engine and this bar, though. Is there a good photo of that? A side photo or something? Or forward-facing photo? Yeah. Should be able to reach in here and do it. Or at the very least, just this pops off. This one will pop off. That'll pop out. Probably one there. That one and that one. Those will pop out. And you can get underneath this. But that should be the condenser and stuff. That shouldn't be the fans. The fan should be right along here. Is there a forward-facing one? Yeah, Honda Element SC, same thing. It's got the VTEC in it. Hold on. Any of them actually in the car? But yeah, it is these double ones. How about in vehicle? Show me that. Nope, of course it won't. They already have the radiator fans out. It's nice how they show their really clean engine bays minus not that clean. On my wife's 2014 Equinox, you have to release a gap in the vinyl wheel wells to replace the headlight bulbs. Talk about them. Oh yeah, I've done those before. Going behind the tire to do it. Oh, there's the photo. Is this an actual? Oh, that's a ridge line. It's gonna be the same concept, but the fans are gonna be there. Not. Do they have the same motor in the ridge line as the Element? Here's an Element with a supercharger. This won't be in the way. So yeah, those fans are right underneath this metal bar. There should be a bolt on top, a bolt on the side of each of those fans, and then the whole thing will lift out once you unplug the fans. Once you unplug the electrical connectors. They'll be a pain, but they'll come out. I mean, that's only if it is your fans. You got to start with the fuse, you know. You shouldn't have to take the bumper off, though. If you're doing the radiator, they might have you take the bumper off. But if you're just doing the fans, that you should be able to sneak them out. Yeah, and here's the, they're showing you where the fuse is. So always start with the electrical first, start with the power, then go to mechanical. So there you go. free consultation given. Lucky Luke Car Repair, online car repair, at that. Can't beat these prices. Dead free. But yeah, it will probably be daunting for someone who doesn't know anything about vehicles, but it is fairly simple of a repair. The thing you'll probably struggle with the most is getting those electrical connectors off, honestly. Just getting them disconnected, but I'm sure you'll find a video where they don't take a bumper off. So again, just look on YouTube, find a video, but start with the fuse, because if you have to buy a 25-cent fuse, then to fix the problem, instead of putting you know, whatever those fans are going to cost you, 50, 80 bucks, 100 bucks, something like that, before labor. Always start with the 25-cent fuse. There's probably something else tripping it out, but for the moment, or something shorting it, but for the moment, just replacing the fuse and running it again. As long as it turns on, you'll know that it's not the fans themselves, it's something electrical. So if you just remove the entire front, it'll be a lot easier to get to it. I have removed bumpers on vehicles where the official procedures say you don't have to, but on some vehicles like Subarus, where it's incredibly easy to take the bumpers off, like it'll take you 3 minutes to pull off the bumper. Sometimes it's just faster to rip them off so you can see what you're doing better. Just to, even if the procedure doesn't require it. So if you know what you're doing, you can get those things off very, very quick. That's why I like doing Subarus, like Subaru condensers and radiators, because pop the bumper off in 3 minutes. You got the radiator out, or the condenser out in 10, and new one goes in, you're good to go. Easy as that. And you can charge, what do you call it? 2 hours of labor to do a 30-minute job. So I love the car. It's still nothing like them. If you can keep an early 2000s or a 2000s vehicle going, keep it going, because they will last forever if you take care of them. Front end of my Mini Cooper has to be taken off just to replace a fog light. Yep. Let's install the starter inside the engine. Everyone will be happy. It'll be out of the way. I think I'll be back. I'm gonna go get a fuse if they have them down the street. Make sure you check which one you need, which amperage. It'll have a number on top of the fuse. It'll be 5, 10, 15, or 20 most likely, unless it's one of the big ones. So you can even take your cover off, the fuse box cover off. Look on the inside for the map. It might actually say what the amperage is as well. Or take the old ones out and bring them with you and say, hey, I need one of these. Make sure you got the right fuse that you took out. But yeah, you got this. If you need help, just take pictures and put it in Discord and we'll help you. That might be a spitting horse. I'm going to look at that one later. Easiest way is if you have a voltmeter, but that's an old dad talk. Yeah, we're assuming Drum Girl does not have a voltmeter or anything like that, so... I mean, I fix the cars and I don't use voltmeters that often, so... I just rip the fuse out, I look and see if it's blown, and go from there. A little bit of blue toning on this Hawaii. Kind of like it. It's a very nice one. dad knowledge and nowhere to demonstrate it. Good thing we found you an outlet in YouTube on a coin roll hunting channel. Thing is, you can weld glass to wood on paper. Engineers with no practical experience. Yep. Seen that firsthand. That experience. What's up, Otis? How you doing? Roll up your pant legs. Crap's getting deep. Hope you came here to help us with more. We're doing vehicle repair consultation. Doing it live. See, we can't help Otis fix his big engine he's got there, but we can help other people. Just realized I didn't have my Discord open. Let me open that up. Fire it up here. Okay. That over there. Good. Discord's open now. There we go. To here. There we go. Okay. Okay. Otis, I think we're all going outside to work on a car after we look at these coins. Not sure yet. The whole stream, we're all gonna go out and work on Drum Girl's 2007 Honda Element. Yep, that seems to be the way things are going. What's going on here? Something sounds silver. Why does that sound weird? It's not silver. Why does this one sound weird? 1973. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's got a different pitch to it. It's definitely clad. This one sounds so much higher pitched. It's like, it sounds silver. It's clearly not. I gotta investigate that later. Sounds like it, but it ain't. That's why I thought maybe there was a hidden silver in there. I could hear it. What do I got here? On that one. Weigh it? Oh, good idea. Scale. What do I weigh it in? Probably grams, right? Okay, grams. Alright, it's a 73. Here's a 67. This should be a standard quarter. 5.64. Here's the one that sounds weird. 5.18. It's half gram lighter. Is that typical though? 5.7. 5.7. Yeah. So I guess it's just the edge is worn down. It's much lighter. I didn't think that much weight would make that much of a sound difference, though. I mean, it's a whole half gram lighter. I don't know. Streambot just took my crown. Quite a bit light. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, it's not that worn down even, though. Size is still practically the same. There's really no noticeable difference there. If anything, it still seems bigger than the 67. Just sounds weird. And, you know, obviously it's lighter. I don't know. Interesting find. It's amazing what your eyes, what your ears can tell you on coin roll hunting. I wasn't even to that coin yet. I could feel it from a few coins back. Something ain't right here. Something's going on here. Something's funky. Interesting. Interesting. Quite a bit light indeed. Got excited for a second. I thought maybe I had a silver in there. I couldn't tell from the edge. But alas, 'twas not to be. Let me look up the tolerances. You do that. You let me know. And nothing there. Alright, we have 2 rolls left. Then we'll be jumping into some nickels. Something happened in here. What it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there. Good song. Stop, Jay. What's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. $90 Georgia. 482. Seven Voyagers, Massachusetts, 92.74. I knew you sang that in your head first. You'd be surprised. Sometimes I just say things. I like the phrase, something funky going on here, you know? So, it's just a natural bridge to, over to that song. Hampshire 67. Now Deb has my hand-me-down crown rigged. Last roll right here. Last chance for silver, West Point, and San Francisco's. Not a bad hunt overall, though. Great errors, actually. I mean, good homestead errors. Lots of very nice quality, nice condition stuff for our books. There's an 89 Denver, last chance, maybe a repunch, nope. $20. Illinois, picked a nice one out already. Standard weight is 5.67 grams plus or minus 0.227 grams, so barely within the maximum allowance, and it's worn down a little bit, so not an error, just close. It's pretty nice pictured rocks. Find another one. I'll find one. Hey Luke, I didn't see your Discord announcement. Didn't know that you were on. Hello. Hey, what's up, Paul? Oh, did I I think I did forget to put this one in the Discord. Yeah, that was my bad, actually. I forgot to put it in the Discord. Somebody who actually waits for the waits for the Discord notifications. Fuse is good. My brother checked it. Okay, well, if it's not the fuse, he's now going to see if there's a current going to the fan. Oh, good. Yeah. Good. Yep. Start with the electrical before you replace the mechanical stuff. So I'm curious, Drum Girl, how did you know there was a problem? Was your vehicle actually overheating, or did you just notice that, hey, the fans aren't running? Like how did you come to realize the problem there? I'm curious. Hey Deborah, this is different. This is opposite. This time I didn't notify anyone at all, so it's not the same, actually. This one is completely impromptu. Yeah, we got the one from yesterday, not today. Not today. So this is a different situation. This is different. Okay. I'm betting on overheating. She lives in California. Yeah, but there's multiple forms of that overheating. You know, like it can be overheating because of a coolant problem. It can be overheating because the fans are just not turning on at all, or the fans are on but they're not working because your coolant's low. So started to overheat, and the weather this last weekend was hell here, over 100 daily all week and last week. Okay, make sure you check your coolant levels as well. If you're, I had to run the heater to cool it down. Okay. If it's been running and all that, and the all right, first things first, just make sure there's coolant in the radiator. Like, not the reservoir. The reservoir doesn't count. It doesn't matter if the reservoir is full or empty. If it's empty, it's a better indicator that it's low and it needs it. But what you really want to check is the actual radiator cap. Elstro wants to play backjack. 1 second. 1 second, Elstro. We'll get you in here. If you haven't been running it and it's cool and it's safe to do so, take the radiator cap off and make sure there's fluid up to the top of it. If you can't see any fluid, or if it's way down there, you gotta fill it with fluid. If you have coolant, or in California, are probably safe to put water in it. That's fine. Up here in New England, we do not put water in our radiators because of freezing, but just check and see if the fluid's up to the top, because if it's not up to the top, then you got a coolant leak and there's not enough coolant actually cooling the engine down. The other thing you can check is if you have a check engine light on, it'll tell you that you might have a temperature sensor that's not working, and it's not doing its job, not telling the vehicle it needs more coolant, or it needs to be cooled down, or it's not triggering the fans. Could be a thermostat. If the thermostat isn't telling the fluid to flow, Could be a couple different things. So that's all things we look at when it comes into the shop, but I know we're trying to save you from going to the shop at all, but there's a lot to look at there if it's just overheating. But if it's getting power and it's still not turning on, then it's probably a temperature sensor. Not just water, but actual radiator fluid. No check engine lights, I think it's the thermostat. Yeah, if you're getting power to your fans, but they're not kicking on, then they're not being told to kick on. So probably a thermostat. That would be a good bet. If you have coolant and you have power, thermostat is next. And thermostats can be pretty easy to do. You might be able to do it yourself too. So, or make your brother do it. Just make sure you don't over tighten them, because it's probably a plastic housing. You don't want to crack it and cause a coolant leak. But yeah, let's see. Okay, we're gonna do nickels next. I'm gonna grab a little bit of water and we'll get a box open here. Okay, water and, oops, nickel box. Let's do this one. Random one I'm grabbing off my pile. Not just water, but actual radiator fluid. Yeah, you might be able to get away with it in California, but around here, oh, we're doing blackjack next. That's right, sorry. Forgot about it. I was hoping you wouldn't notice. Last time my thermostat went out, I took it out in 3 pieces. Yep. Story as old as time. Old as time. Honda Elements are known for bad fans as a continuous problem. Okay. Did you test it? Is there actual power going to the fans? I got up early, so I'm heading to bed. Good night and good luck, everyone. Hootie hoot. Have a good night, NC. Glad to have you. Sleep tight. Hope you have a good morning tomorrow. Four. 2 more. 6. What's up, IO? Doing good. How are you? And 1 more. We got 7. Alright. Okie dokie. Elstro. Burn, my friend. Waiting for him to get the right tool to reach in. Gotcha. Gotcha. Elstro! Oh wait, we didn't cut. Hold on. Cut. Now we're good. Not too bad, but another Escudos this morning. Nice. Burning 1. Sticking with the tradition, huh? Alright, Elstro, you're up here. Good start. 12 against an ace. You want insurance? You want insurance? I don't even know how insurance works, I'll be honest with you, so. I had a tire that keeps going low, but never lower than 28 pounds. Sensor was bad. Cost 22 bucks for the repair. 22 bucks for a sensor repair is pretty darn good. We charge 80 a tire because sensors aren't cheap. At least the ones we use. plus reprogramming and all that. Unless you did it yourself. But if you did it yourself, that makes sense. Hit me. You got it. 17. 17 to ace. I did look at your little shop there, IO. The things you had there. Took a little peek-see. Honestly, the black rutheniums just they don't quite do it for me. I don't know. I mean, some of them are cool, but I don't know about it. I'm on the fence on them. On the fence. What are we doing, Elstro? 17 to ace. Yeah, I got another one of those quarters in today. I don't like them. I got them in a wheel spin. They're odd. Oh, okay, so you're in the same boat as me. Same with the hollows. I don't know, just everyone I've had in my position, I just don't. I don't know. They're not great. Sensor was $7. Labor was the rest of the 22. Hey, really good deal. Dang it, I'm figuring I've lost already. I've stay. Okay. Staying at 17. Dealer has 13. Soft 13. Soft 17. I believe we make this a push. Because the dealer doesn't risk. Since it's a dealer stands on 17. That's what you guys told me, so this is a push, right? Tell me if I'm wrong, if it's a soft 17, if it's still a push. I don't like anything IGC. Like I said, I can do a way better price. I just have them at that price so I can have more items in the bin. Yeah, I gotcha, I gotcha. It is a push. Alright, Elstro, you'll get your money back. What was your burn? Queen. Would have been useful. Alright, Elstro. You survived this round. Streamlabs. Elstro's the guy who makes me open Streamlabs every stream. Let's see. Elstro. I guess I don't have to do this. I can do it through chat, but I like doing it like that. You got this one right. I think that even on a soft 17, a dealer would stand rather than risk a lot. That's what I was thinking. I'm saying, yeah. Can redeal, no shuffle, or just return the points. I already returned the points to you. I mean, I can take them away if you want another hand, but a little late. I already kind of paid you back. So next time on a push, we'll offer the opportunity to do that. I think Becca did that once. So she didn't want to push. She wanted to keep playing. Let's see. What do the nickels have in store for us? It doesn't look that bad, actually. It doesn't look that bad at all. We'll see what we can do. Is that nickels I see? It is. It is. We decided after the quarters, nickels it's gonna be. Give me 1 second here. That one. No. Not that one. Not that one. Hold on. Hold up. Okay. Doing nickels. Never played blackjack at a casino. I'll be trying to play casino rules, I guess. They're making me, everybody's making me play by their rules instead of my house rules. I don't like my house rules. Alright, nickels, it's been a minute. I don't have to actually flip these. 1723. Go looking for just 2009s. I mean, I guess I can flip them all, but I don't have to. I think it's just going to be a habit to flip them. 11, 22. 65. 2000, 2006. 375. Okay. Gonna need this up here. I've never given in to the temptation of going into a casino. I always wonder if I'd do okay. It's the thing. It's pure luck. It's pure luck. Usually, just staying out of the casino, you're winning. But if you're okay with losing money, then go for it. You never gamble with money you can't afford to lose, so, or you don't want to lose. It's always safer to assume you're going in there and paying for entertainment. If you go in there expecting to win, you're not going to have a good time. Because the rest is just getting plain lucky. War nickel or buffalo, that's what we want to see. That would be nice. Whoa. Shush, computer. Nice 64. 66, 80, 89, 10, 03. I can at least go through nickel rolls quite a bit faster. Bear in mind the casinos aren't in it to lose money. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. There's a reason there's casinos everywhere. And you never really see casinos closing down, do you? Or going out of business. Two, 23, 2099, 2014. Who wants to lose money? That's why I no go. Exactly. Well, that's why you're saying you have the mindset that you're paying for the entertainment. Like you're paying that money for entertainment. So yeah. You have to pretend it's already gone. Oh, no. Thought I might have had a buffalo there. So how can you tell if a Morgan is fake? Weight. You can do weight. It's really taking a good look at what the wear looks like, the coloring. Or you can do a ring test. Is one of the most common ways to do it. But it can be difficult to tell. But usually your instincts will tell you, hey, something doesn't quite look right, like the wear looks off, because the fake Morgans will be manufactured to look worn. They're not naturally worn; they'll be force worn. Some details may not look exactly right either, so really it's most of the time the weight will be pretty good if it's a decent fake, but the ring test is the best way to determine what the inside of the coin is. Obviously you'll have that nice high-pitched ring if it's silver. If it's anything else, obviously you're not gonna have that ring. So you can look up videos on ways to test Morgans. There's a couple different methods. Can be tricky though. I'm still not great at it. Take $50, expect to lose. Exactly. Best way, take them to a local shop that has a signature. Yeah, that's a good one too. Take them to a coin shop that can test it for you. If you have the option to. Or a magnet, good idea. Most good fakes won't have any metallic materials in them now though, but you can. What's up, Brigden? Good to see you. Yeah, we're already done with the quarters for the day, so decided we move on to nickels. I'm not finding anything old in this box yet. Nothing nothing pre-60 at the moment. 2008. Not even a 64 Denver. 1781. 1995. 5 rolls down, not a single find. It's actually what I came on here to do, and I saw you. Yeah, yeah, watch some videos. That's my advice to you is to not ask me. I mean, I know my advice is sound. It's just I don't have the experience and actually a lot of experience actually doing it. So what I've done is when I do get Morgans that are raw or piece dollars, I will try different methods of ringing it. Like if you can balance it on your finger, like you know, if this Morgan was, you know, obviously not in the case, you can balance it on your finger and then find something to tap the edge with that you can get a ring. I wonder if I can do it with this piece dollar actually, because I mean I'm fairly certain this piece dollar is real. Yeah, should be able to. Yeah, there you go. I don't know if you can hear that. Get that nice silvery long ring. It just sounds good. But if you take something that's not silver, do I have something about the same size? I have an Ike down here, don't I? Don't I have one? I thought I did. Maybe I can do it with Kennedy's. Oh wait, there's an Ike down here. This might be a 40% Ike though. Oh no, this is a plain Ike. So if you hear this one now, so it'll still ring, but it'll be duller. And now silver. It's like a bell. Bell, and then this is. It's really drawn out, like it'll keep going. That's a good silver noise. And this is just, yeah. Side by side, it's not too hard to tell the difference. So that's a good way of telling that you know that it's 90% silver, because this is clad, right? So That's the way I know how to do it. Piece of Morgan dollars sound nothing alike to me. That yeah, so do it with a Morgan, but it's the same concept. Same concept. So usually if I go to a shop or whatever and it doesn't quite look right to me, if I have my knife on me or something, I'll take it and I'll tap the edge a little bit. With their permission, you ask like, hey, can I handle this? Obviously don't whack it and try to damage it, but just a little tap on the edge. That's why actually having a pencil would be nice. Nice, good, you know, having the soft wood instead of something that can damage it. Might keep them happier as well. I just don't have a raw Morgan out here to test it on, but the silver ring is something kind of universal. Like that's how we can tell if you drop a pile of coins together and there's like a pile of quarters and there's silver quarters in it, you'll hear them, right? Same concept. Same concept. Nothing in these nickel rolls though. Love to see a buffalo. It's been a minute. Found silver lately, but might just have a crappy box here. Very possible. 07, 15, 18, 14, 81, 487. But it does sound like you're getting your Morgans from a somewhat credible source, though. So, yeah. 55, it is a Philadelphia. That is a semi-key date. First find is a semi-key date. Some crazy grease buildup. 55 Philadelphia. I will take it. If that's all it wants to give, that is what I will take. Not a bad coin. It's 7 million mintage, something like that. This guy is a backwoods guy. I doubt they're fake. Probably passed down through family. Yeah, it sounds like it's a credible source, you know. But never hurts to be cautious. You don't want to get ripped off, you know. Denver 62, 299. $19.48 Philly is the next find. Starting to come out now. Well, when you do get your hands on some of them, show us some pictures. Especially if you're going to buy Morgans for 20 bucks a pop. Everybody wants to see that deal. $19.57 Denver. $22.64 Denver. Got one. 2096. $84, $87, $2000, $84, $80. $99. Have an LCS near me that is clean, has a clean 1921 peace dollar for 90 bucks. Everybody was telling me to grab it. One of my YouTube friends told me to hold the bus. Almost certain I'll have 19 or so tomorrow. We will see. We're excited to see it. E5. He's going through his stash to find me one that's uncleaned and less than 90 bucks. That's nice. Very nice of them. 21's a good one to have. Well, let's just say that. We got a Denver here. 53 Denver. 86. I mean, we're getting some finds, but 10 rolls in. It's 20% of the box. Not a lot of finds yet. They seem to be getting older, though. E6, 77, 420, 06, 15, 8, 90, 20, 321, 19, 89, 64 Philly, 85, 14. All I know is he said 1800s, not 1900s. Hey, nice. Well, if he had any Carson Cities, he's gonna pull them out. It'd be crazy not to. I mean, it'd be wild to get a Carson City for 20 bucks, but I mean, getting any Morgan that's not a complete and utter cull, like even cull Morgans, right, are at least 28 bucks for melt. Well, actually, melt's 30 now. So the fact that you're potentially getting nicer Morgans even for way less than melt is not something to sniff at. Because at the very least, you can resell them for, you know, dealers at coin shows and stuff. Their extra bins of Morgans or their extra Morgans that are raw, they sell them for 40 bucks a piece. They go 10 bucks over melt. So there's money to be made there if that's the goal. So I'd say if they are real, or if you're fairly confident they're real and you can clean them out for 20 bucks a piece. That's what I would be doing. But that's only if you feel like they're not fake, or if you can take them all to a coin shop and get them all tested, it's even better. There we go. 1939. Mint mark, please? No. 39 Philly, but we'll still take it. Nice double Monticello would have been icing on the cake there too, huh? But we'll take a 39 all day. What I've been wanting to do is to actually get a fake Morgan, one that's, you know, it's an obvious, or one that's definitely a fake, so that you can carry it around with you when you go to buy Morgans. So if you do a ring test, you can do them right next to each other, or you can look over the differences. Because the good fakes, you're not going to be able to tell by weight at all. Good fakes, they know what they're doing. They know how much a Morgan should weigh, so they get it pretty darn close already. You're going to be relying on basically your instincts, your eyes, looking for stuff that doesn't quite look right, and you're going to be going by sound. 276, 183. $77, 22, 12.2, 98, 83. I mean, I guess without having to check a bison every 5 coins, we can go through these pretty quick. 2002. I have a feeling there's a buffalo in this box, so I got a feeling. Somewhere in here. Really like my LCS owner. A couple weeks ago, he sold me a toned generic 1 ounce 999 silver buffalo round for $38. Silver was at 38 and change at that time. I got something to show you too. The only ones that I've ever bought from have been Whatnot. Dale Coin was one dealer. Yeah. All my Morgans I've gotten from Whatnot too. Renee, check this one. Oh yeah, it's still out here. I got this one from a coin show last week. It's wood grain toned silver trade unit. It's raised detail. Eagle. I love the toning on this is perfect. Melt was 38.20 or something like that. I bought it for $39. I figured for something like that. Look at the relief on that. I mean, it's hard to tell, but it is a very high relief. You can feel it. $39. I was expecting 45 or something for this one, but they said nope, melt value, and you got it. I'm like, sure. Can't turn that one down. It's a nice ounce. I'm very happy with this one. Could not turn that one away. I mean, you find something like that for melt value, you pick it up, right? Didn't go there looking for ounces, but I figured, I mean, come on. He had a couple toned ounces, and I did look at the other ones, but honestly, I was there to buy mercury dimes, so I needed money for those. I couldn't buy any more, but next time, if I find more toned ounces for spot, I'm gonna pick them up. I'm friends with the shop owner, so I can always run down there and pick them up. My favorite find there. When I started out, I wasn't a big toner guy, but when it comes to silver rounds and stuff, I can appreciate them now. Especially the nice gold toning, dark gold. I don't like the light stuff. And that's wood grain, so the fact that it has a pattern to the toning even, it drew my attention. I got my 2009 Lincoln commemorative silver ounce NGC graded MS70 for $40. 2009 Lincoln Commemorative Silver Ounce NGC graded MS70 for $40. Wow, mouthful. It's pretty much spot price. That's pretty darn good. Not bad at all. Can't get much better than that. 15, 64. Give me a second here. Let's see. Yeah, whatever. I hate adding to whatnot bin. Takes way too long. I love my Merc Dimes and Walkers. Same artist. Absolutely. I have probably 5 or 6 rolls, 6 tubes of Mercury Dimes right now. So I gotta do a whatnot show this weekend to liquidate them. Got too many. Hoping to get my hands on a Barber tube or two coming up here. I do want to hunt Barber Dimes. I think that would be fun. But yes, Mercury Dimes are... Mercury Dimes and Walkers. Great designs. Great artist. I barely looked at it. Well, because, you know, in the back of your head, you're like, well, yeah, that was an ounce of silver for spot price. Nothing special, right? Come on, Buffalo. Where are you at? Oh, look at that one. Dark color. Now the 64 Denvers are coming out. There's a 1940. Getting in it now. 40S, San Francisco. Very nice. Not toned, just dirty. That's a shame. Another 1940. 40 Philly. This time. Two in the same roll. Come on, you're so close to Buffaloes. Just give me the Buffalo. 12, 64, 8704. Even if silver drops to $30 spot, it's still worth $40. Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to get an ounce of silver every week. Just pick something I like, something close to spot, and tuck it away. So that was last week's ounce. I gotta go run to their shop at some point and see if I can pick another one out. Another toner maybe. Spear, no horn, no doubling. $70. I was just looking, but boxes don't have fill dates on them. I think you have nickel boxes from 2023 and are still looking for 2024s. Yeah. Some of them will have stamps on them, but most Loomis ones don't. So I'm fairly certain I have older boxes, yes. Yep. I have no doubt that you are correct. because there's barely any brand new 2023s popping out of these. So, but I've been surprised before. I'm thinking there's no way there's going to be 2024s in here, and all of a sudden one pops out. Just never know. We got some oldies in this one though. A little bit of a dump here. 1947 Philly. We got a 40s dump. We got right next to it 1948 Philly. I think we got more in here. 72. Oh, looks old, not old. Lots of 40s. Two. 0285. It makes sense. Haven't found a 2024 in a little bit. Then again, we haven't really been hunting nickels, so. Still waiting to load the find a shield nickel someday. I'm sure it'll happen if we look long enough. Right? Okay. Nothing there. $99, $78, $89, $17. I got 2024s and 2025. Nice. Nice. I have found one 2025 nickel so far. Eventually, I hope you get a roller 5. Yeah, me too. Me too. $64. $2. 16. 20, 84, 15, 80. 1959 Denver. 1,000. Just about halfway through the box. We're flying through it. Just pull one of each of the rolls. Last night in a box, all Philadelphia. Yeah, Otis, I had a quarter box with all 2023 Denvers in it. All Maria Tall Chief. Mint State wrapped up. What's up, Maple? How you doing? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the party. As you can see, we're done with the quarters, moved on to nickels. 23, 88, 15, 11. $54 Denver. 20, 91, 77, 64 Denver, 21. silver. That might just be dirty. Yeah. Not gonna get tricked by that one. Not this time. It was a 2009. 09 Philly. There's $5. Take it. Two. 1959 Denver. 87. Anyone found the 2023 Philly Clash with the eyes and the steps? I stopped looking for them a couple months ago, so safe to say no, not on my end though. What's up, Dave? What is new with you? Good to see you. Long time no see. We've been plugging away. Plugging away. We were doing quarters, as you can see. Obviously, we're done with the quarters now. So, on the nickels. It's been a minute since we've hunted them. I'm feeling a buffalo in this box. Haven't found it yet, but I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. What have you been up to, buddy? We got our last quarter box. Nothing too special, but some good, good homestead airs. Good full. Snow on the roof and a decently large leaking bucket. Two little dye errors there. As well as some good quality ones we can put in our books. Just a Canadian, no silver though. Not for today. We've been acquiring silver left and right from the bank, so not too sad about not finding them in the boxes. So. 09s are a difficult find for me. Yep. It depends where you live. It depends if your name is Otis or not, too. You know. 64 Denver. But we've been doing good. Doing good. Not a lot of silver in circulation lately, though. I guess we used all our luck. We've been getting them directly from our bank tellers. Finally done that song. Do you need more gold backs? I have 20 halves. Depends what you want for them because there's not a lot of. I don't have a lot of profit room on halves, so it depends what you're selling them for. I think that's just dirty. That's not gonna be silver, is it? No, just dirty. Plus, I wasn't able to sell any last auction, so I have a lot of halves as well, halfbacks as well. Actually, are they all Florida, or do you have different states? Yeah, different states, maybe. Any luck on halves? I did 2 boxes last night, got 2 64s, so not bad. I've been struggling. Get brand new quarter and dime boxes, getting annoying. I have not been doing halves. We've been taking a break. I have been focusing primarily on quarters. I had my very first brand new uncirculated quarter box the other day. All 2023 Denver Mariah Tall Chief women's quarters. 52 Denver, by the way. So I'm trying my hand at selling the rolls online. See if I get any bites, and then worst case, you know, obviously if they're not biting, then I will just return it to the bank. But you know, I see sold comps on eBay all the time. They're going for 20 bucks a roll, so I mean that's twice face. So I figure, you know what? Why not give it a go? I put them all at like 14 bucks plus plus buyer shipping, and just seeing what happens. Nope, all Florida. Well, what do you want for him? Paul had a good box though. You gotta ask Paul. What did I miss? You said you've been getting bank silver swords? How much? Oh yeah, no, I got a good one the other week, like real good. I'm talking like $200 worth for face value, 15 bucks. I still have the pile. Hold on. So here and there, like for example, the other week, I got a dollar face. I got the 68 Denver. That's 50%, obviously, but I got these just from being nosy and looking over the counter at their coin trays, and then looking for the white edges, and then asking them if I could buy them. So two 90% Washington quarters. We got a toned 64 and a 61 Denver. 90% silver, and the 40% 68 Denver. So, you know, about what, like 20 bucks or so for a dollar. And then I'll show you my good score. This one, my bank teller actually held this for me. Let me get the file. It's actually pretty cool. I haven't sorted it all into my collection yet, so I do have it separate. 1 second. Okay, so the other week I walked into my bank to bring back some coins to put it in the counting machine, and as soon as I walked in, my teller said, "Hey Luke, when you're done counting that, I got a bag to show you." I'm like, "Oh boy, here we go." 69 San Francisco silver proof Kennedy. I'll show that last. She just dumped this whole bag out on the counter when I got there. 67, 67, 67. These are all the 40 percenters. It's 3 1967 40% Kennedys. I got a Walker, 1946. I believe it's a San Francisco. It is a San Francisco. 46S, 90%. 1, 2, 3 1964 90% Kennedys. And 4 of these very nice Benjis. Like, I'm talking some real purty Benjis. All 1962, I believe. 62, 62, 62. I mean, look at that. And then 62. Then 4 1962 Benjis. That wasn't even it. And she had an entire 1 ounce ASC in there. No joke. She, sold it to me for $1, because that's what the government backs it as. And to put the cherry on top, that's a 1996. That is the key date ASC. This is the lowest minted ASC, classic ASC, if you want to call it. So yeah, that's an entire ounce of silver I bought for $1. $1, $2, there's 3, $5. There you go. I paid $7 for all that, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, $7 for all that. So the story is, the teller told me this woman came in with this bag and said that someone in the family died. She was just looking to get some cash for the coins. So she sold it all to the bank. There was a couple other clad ones. She sold the whole bag to the bank for $15. And I think we did the math. There's like $180, $190 worth of silver here. Something like that. She sold it all to the bank for $15. My teller held on to the bag because she thought, oh, Luke's going to want to see this. So when I came into the bank, she called me over, said, hey, when you're done, take a look at this. Do you want it? And I said, absolutely, I will pay you $15 for all of that. So I've been meaning to put a video together on this. I put a short out on it, but I didn't do a video yet. So videos are kind of tough for me to set the time aside to do. So drum girl's back. The coolant was low, but the fan is still not going on. My brother said it could be a relay thermostat or the fan. Yeah. If you got power to it, then probably thermostat yeah, it's not sending a signal to it. But or a coolant temperature sensor even. Do you have a gauge in your vehicle, like the needle, or is it an electronic gauge, something like that, on the dash? I just got an almost MS64 Denver quarter and a really cool looking 2015 Commonwealth of Bahamas quarter. It's shiny. He held up the teller. I did not hold up the teller. She was a willing participant. 90% in halves is dang near impossible in boxes nowadays. Getting straight from the tellers is the way to go. Honestly, this beats my hunt for the whole year. Those had to have come from a collection. They did, yeah. Just makes me sad that somebody's like either her father or somebody's dad basically passed away, left a nice little collection like this, and they sold it for $15. But yeah, it's pretty. That's 62 right here. This is a nice one. I'm surprised the AFC is there. Golden Axe Viking, hey, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yes, it has a needle. Does that gauge work? Just curious. So that was our. So I didn't expect there to be a proof Silver Kennedy in there either. So that was pretty amazing. Honestly, the Benjis were a big surprise as well. I mean, all of it's a surprise. I mean, a whole entire American Silver Eagle in there. It's crazy that the bank actually buys these, but, you know, they are government backed, so it makes sense. But that was $38 for $1. Alright, so if the needle works, you shouldn't need a temp sensor. That's a tough one. The thermostat is probably the next cheapest thing to throw in it, or a relay. The lady was in need of money. That is sad. Last year I got 2 full rolls of silver quarters from face value. Later turned it in. It's part of the game. Yeah, exactly. Just some people just don't know. That's why, you know, I make it very clear, like, mostly to my girlfriend and my family, right? I make it very clear that how, like, what stuff is worth, so that if something does happen to me, they don't just take it to the bank. I'm like, hey, you got good money here. Please don't bring it to the bank. Please sell it for what it is, you know. So Becca's very well educated on coins now, so I have complete faith in her that she's not gonna do that. So she claims she would keep all of it around, unless she absolutely needed the money. But at least they know that, you know, if they do have to go and sell it, they know how much it should be worth, right? So they're not getting screwed out of value. Because, you know, that's the reason we collect, right? So whole reason. Okay, back to the nickels. Still awaiting the quarter collection dump though, Dave. I haven't run into that, but honestly, I've had better luck being nosy at the bank, just peeking my head over the counter, you know, at their trays, looking for those shiny silver edges. I pulled a mercury dime out the other week too. Just looking for those silver edges and then asking, hey, can I buy that specific quarter or that specific $50 or that specific dime? And my tellers know me by now. They know the game I'm playing, so they're like, yep, there you go. I have one teller who separates them out for me. When she gets them in her tray, she'll pull them all to the front and wait for me to come in. So it's nice to get fairly consistent silver quarters, you know, assuming they run into them. Tellers have a surprising amount of downtime sometimes, so... The gauge works and the fan doesn't come on either. You burn the fan out or the relay. I don't think a thermostat would need anything to do with it if the fan wasn't working. The needle moves. It was getting warm, but I'll see tomorrow morning when I take her in. Ellie, it's been a great feel. It's nice that you named it. Yeah, you're right. It probably won't be the thermostat. I was just thinking if the coolant was low, you might have a leak. It's likely going to be from the thermostat housing or one of the lower radiator hoses or something like that. So. But you're right, if it is still an electrical problem, it's going to be, at this point, you've narrowed it down to a relay if the gauge is working. Or the fans themselves are just kaput. Yeah. But now you know that since we've talked about it, you should be able to do the fans yourself. You know. On a Honda Element, they're not that hard to get to. Do you return bags of coins to the bank, or do you have to use a coin machines? A guy on YouTube said his bank just lets him return plastic coin bags for cash and doesn't have to use a coin machine. My bank, they have the coin machine, so they just say whatever I bring in, just run it through it. It's easier for them to count it all out. They'd rather have the machine count it, and then just give me the credit on the slip. So I return them all loose. I can wrap them up and return them to a different bank, but yeah. 1950, it's not the Denver. Don't get excited. We're only allowed one key date, or one semi-key date per hunt here. We got the 55 Philly already. Another 50 Denver would be nice though. Oh, that's a Buffalo nickel. I told you I knew a Buffalo was coming. It's a Philadelphia. I couldn't even tell. It's got some dark color to it. Boy, don't know if I can even find a date on this. Let's see. Can I see anything? Oh boy, that might be slick. Oh boy, let's see. That's a tough one, but there's the Buffalo. It wouldn't look bad if I could find a date on it. I see a 9. Oh wait, no, that's a 2. That one I might need to spend a little bit of time on. Might need to spend a tiny bit of time on figuring that one out. Any good coins tonight? That is it. We did get the good homesteads though. Well, one of each era. We got the huge snow on the roof. Look at this side. You got a whole blizzard on this side. Good foot of snow on that. And then the other homestead, we got the leaky bucket on. Good chunker there, as well as it's got some crazy machine doubling or double die going on all over the place on it. So then that Buffalo. And the 55 Philly is semi-key date. Or better date, I guess we'll call it. We'll call it a better date instead. Wish I could do that. It would save me a lot of time using coin machines and bothering tellers. Yeah, I don't like rewrapping, so I'm thankful. Oh, speaking of 55s, there's the 55 Denver. Why did that look weird? I guess it's not. My tellers don't mind. If they haven't gotten sick of me by now, then, you know. There was another guy at the bank today when I went. He was putting thousands of pennies through the machine, and they were emptying it out every few minutes for him. So he walked in with a bucket while I was waiting, because he was running the machine and then running out to his vehicle, grabbing another bucket and coming back in. He brings a whole bucket in. It looks super shiny, so I asked him, like, hey, what's in that? He's like, oh, they're all 2025 Denvers. Like, you're joking, right? He's like, no, they're all brand new 2025 Denver pennies. So I said, do you know roughly how much is in there? I'll just buy the bucket from you. So you don't have to count them. He's like, yeah, about 65 bucks. I said, deal. I gave him 65 bucks. He let me keep the bucket. And I'm going to roll them up and sell them individually. Because people are still paying like 10 bucks a roll for those. For 50 of them. Some Chevys use 2 temperature sensors. Yeah, this is a Honda Element though. Rewrapping is a pain in the ass. Yeah, exactly. Hate bothering the tellers too. Here's 1,600 and change for you to run through the machine. Well, mine, the machine is not behind the tellers. Mine is actually separate. Mine is a self-feed one, a do-it-yourself one, and then once you go, there is one branch where it is behind the counter and you have to ask the tellers to do it, but I don't go there very often. It's kind of out of the way. So the one I go to most of the time, it's out there in the lobby, and I can just do it myself. So you just got to ask them to empty it when it gets full. 1954 Philly. She's gone. Still Buffalo. Yeah, still Buffalo. We might be able to pull a date off that with some Nicodate, or if we look at it real close, maybe we can figure it out. But for now, we're happy with a Buffalo. There's no mint mark on it, so I'm not going to stress over it right now anyway. Then the bag fills up. I'm going to have to change the bags. Yep. Well, I've been training my tellers for months now. They're pretty quick with it. Oh, man. I don't think they mind too much, but if they're still picking silver out for me while doing those bag changes, I think they're all right with it. If they really hated me, I don't think I'd get the privileges I do there. There is, like, some bank branches I won't even go to because I think they do actually hate me, but had a few bands say they can't take that much coin. I like 6 bags of coins. Yeah, I only take a little bit at a time. I try not to fill them up too crazy. Like, I see a San Francisco mint mark back here. Let's hope for something good. I'm gonna grab a drink of water. I'm sorry, I'm struggling here. We're struggling. Nobody's hydrating me in the chat there. Let me grab a bit more water here. Okay. Y'all make me talk too much. Okay. I had a guy behind me start cussing his wife out at the bank today. Really? Why? What did you do, Elstro? What, you instigator? 64, Denver. 77, 22, 76, 23, 23, 22. Put it under the microscope. We can try to figure out a date. You know what? If you want me to leave it under there, I can. But it is tough. It'll be... The date's right there. I think there's an 8 or a 0. Probably an 8 right there. Yeah. Might be a 30. There were 38s, right? Man, it's been a while. I forget my buffaloes already. But I told you there was a buffalo in that box. I could feel it. I can feel it. I had like 5 boxes of 2025 Denver penny boxes. I sold for $149 a piece on eBay. Buy it now a few weeks back. Hey, nice. And they actually went. Very good. Looks like a 28. I have no idea. I just turned around and stared until he shut up. Oh, so you didn't instigate. You shut it down. That's good. 1947 Philly. I see a San Francisco mint mark right here. 38.39. Come on. 46. To be expected. Can always ask. I mean, I have 38 and 39. Philly, Denver, and San Francisco, but doesn't hurt to ask for more, right? The ones I have are kind of hard to see. I see nothing on the date yet. Nicodate will be easiest. I think we can figure it out without Nicodate, but it's got no mint mark on it, so it's not going to be worth anything anyway. So it might be safe to Nicodate, but I try to challenge myself and not use it when I can. It is a miracle tool, and it will work, but try not to use it. Try to test my eyes, my perception skills. What's up, Jimmy? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, all 5 boxes. You were talking about 2025 pennies. People still want them. Not sure why, but I saw them while they're hot. Yeah, exactly. So I just have this big bucket of them. Actually, I got a photo here. It's sitting over there on my kitchen counter. And it is blindingly shiny. I put it in the Discord, but yeah, it's not. Oh, there it is. Let me get rid of that. Yeah, I got this whole bucket stuffed full of 2025 Denver pennies. So I've been trying to put them in a roll. I paid $65 for the bucket. I wrapped up 6 rolls already, and I said, all right, so these 6 rolls covered it. This picture is taken after the 6 rolls. It's still chocked full. So there's over 100 rolls or so in there. I just got to get them out and into rolls. So at least 2 boxes worth, I'm thinking. And that's roughly what the guy said, because he claims there was $65 face in there, roughly. And, you know, I felt inclined to trust the guy. He's a fellow coin roll hunter. He just does, he's retired. He focuses mainly on pennies. So, you're at 501 subs, man. Congrats. Yeah, absolutely. We hit 500 on stream the other day, and I've just been treading water ever since. But we're doing a giveaway. We got our ½ ounce of silver we're giving away on the channel. I'm finishing up the video. That should be out tomorrow or before the weekend. We'll have entry instructions. ½ ounce for halfway to 1,000. And then we'll be moving forward, hopefully, to our next milestone. So thank you. Dave, your shout-out video really helped, by the way. That was like a good 50 sub boost for us. So really appreciate that. Paul's out of here. Have a good night, Paul. Glad to have you hang out with us. Take care. Was the guy dumping pennies a coin roll hunter? Yeah, he said he's retired and it gives him something to do. He hunts pennies. He'll get like 4 boxes from the bank at a time, all penny boxes. And he said he had 3 or 4 boxes of 2025s but he had to open them to return them to the bank because the bank wasn't taking them back as rolls. He had to run them through the machine. So he opened them all just to dump them all back in the machines. 52 Philly. So while I was there, he was emptying them, and I saw how shiny they all were. I asked him, like, hey, you mind selling me that so I can save you the time? Super nice guy. He's like, yeah, no problem. He's one of those guys who's got the 55-gallon drums full of copper pennies in the basement. He's one of those guys. So he's like, pennies are my thing. I pick the copper out. I put them in the basement. And they're going to be my kids' problems one day. Obviously, he picks the wheat pennies out, and the Indians too. He said he's got like 4 rolls of Indian pennies from doing this. So, Drum Girl, if you want to play blackjack with the 500 points, you got to do !! redeem space blackjack. Then you can play. That's the way to do it. In case that's what you're trying to do. It looks like it, but... Nice guy. I should have gotten contact info or something for him in case he ran into other 2025 boxes. Cause, I mean, he was selling them for face. I mean, hell, I gave him twice face for him. So I should have asked. Maybe I'll leave a card or something with my bank teller, so next time they see him, they can give it to him. It was the first time I ever run into the guy at the bank, but apparently he says he's there all the time. But to be fair, it was the middle of the day. I got off work early, so 57 Denver. So not usually at the bank at that time. But it was nice to meet him. It was cool talking to somebody who's, you know, as invested in the hobby, you know, just out in the wild, right? Running into people like that. 4 boxes, rookie. 12 penny boxes to pick up this week. Yep. So, it was cool. It was cool. I got, I probably have, how many do I have over here? 4, 8, 12, 13. I have 13 penny boxes just against the wall here, unopened. For all I know, I've got 3 boxes of 2025s sitting there, and I don't even know it because I haven't opened them. We'll never know. Hey, there's another 39. Alright, let's get this Buffalo out of here. We'll play with that later. No double Monticello today. That would be a killer thing to find on stream. 39 Philly. That's the second one of the hunt. 65. Yeah, I wasn't sure how to do it. There you go. You're close, Drum Girl. Get rid of the 500. Just redeem Blackjack. It'll it knows it's 500, so you don't have to put the value in. Almost there. You're getting it. Surprised you didn't know about the 2025 pennies. If he's a collector, he must care about wheats and copper. Yeah, he's got the 55-gallon drums in the basement full of copper pennies. He's got hundreds of pounds of it. And he said he knew about it. He just doesn't. He couldn't be bothered. He said he just wants to hunt more boxes. He's not into the selling, you know, part of it. So more than happy to sell it to me though, so he didn't have to sit there and count them all though. He actually offered to sit there and count them all out to make sure it was about $65. I said, dude, even if a quarter of this bucket is 2025 pennies, I'm gonna make my money back, no problem. So I am not worried about it. Not worried about it at all. So I think he does know. He just being nice. There you go, Drum Girl redeem Blackjack. All right, I'm gonna run through this roll, Drum Girl, and then we'll deal you out. All right. Let me just get these coins out of the way. 16, 14. You know what? I gotta set those aside. 94, 76, 05, other things. 94, 23, 82. 80. That goes away. 5, 49, Denver. Take it. 74.96. All right. Blackjack time. Blackjack number 2. 2 of the night. So we got Elstro earlier with a push. Now it's Drum Girl's turn. Alright, Drum Girl, you get to pick how many cards you're going to burn at the beginning here, so make it a reasonable number. Let me know what you're burning 3 hours later. What's up, Alexander? Good to see you. How we doing? 3. Also, there's another lady at the bank who walked in after, who had a little container of quarters, you know, and she said, like, when she saw the guy, he had the bucket of pennies. She's like, "Oh wow, is that all pennies?" He's like, "Yep, they're all 2025." She's like, "Those are all 2025? oh, I still need the Denver one. And he's like, well, you're in luck. There's thousands in there. You want one? He just gave it to her. She was excited. She said she has all the 23, 24, 25 Philadelphias, but she needed the Denvers still. So 25 Denver was something she needed. All right, drum girl, you ready? Let me know how many you're burning. Cut, complete. Let me know your burn, and we'll deal you out here. Wake up, Deborah and Littlefoot. We got blackjack. Got the blackjack. I can drink more water now. Whenever you're ready, drum girl. Or I can just deal off the top if you don't want to burn any. There we go. Oh boy, 11:54. I think we can finish this box tonight. I don't think I think I'll do other work tomorrow. Yeah. So I can be up a little later tonight. Deal it? You got it. Okay. You're up here. I'm down here. First card. Good start. 15. 15 to 7. Your move, gnome girl. Nobody likes to see a 15, but it's what you're dealt. I'm here, but I think Steve went to bed. Yeah, he usually conks out before 11, so it's good to have everyone here, though. I know Deborah will be here until 3 a.m. if I decided to stream until then. So. What's the move, drum girl? Hit me. Feeling bold. I like it. Oh. 16. All in. 16. That's a rough one. It's a rough number. $16 against a 7 is yeesh. Yes, because I have no life. I'm still here at mid-hunt. You're still doing Nickels, Elstro, right? How am I top mouth? Hold 'em. You got it. All right. 16 to 17. Tough luck. Dealer takes it. Thanks for playing, though. Better luck next time. Back to the nickels. The nickels are calling. So sure, you lost this 500, but it could have been 1,000. So silver? No. Green. Yeah, I keep throwing dates out every now and then. I figured that's what you were talking about there. I've been seeing them. I've been thinking they were nickels, but never actually confirmed. Maybe I did and I wasn't listening. That's very possible. Denver mint mark. It's a 59. Take it. $5, $89. $13, $12, $85, $19. 61 Denver. Okay. those off. We got 15 rolls left. I think at the rate we're going here, we can knock all these out. Nice try, Drum Girl. Better luck next time. No worries, it's imaginary money. That's the spirit. Not hurting my pocketbook until tomorrow to find out what the price will be. Yeah, if you're gonna do the fans, then I mean, it's not a bad part to learn on, you know, to do yourself. They're not too difficult to do, but if you want to make sure you get the right ones, or if you want it done quick and you don't want to bother, then you can get a shop to do it. See an older one here. Ooh, a 55. Chance for another Philly. It's a Denver, of course. It's a nice one, though. Good looking one. Here's the one that looks like it's got some age to it. 1941. Take it. 41 Philly. For Ellie, yep. Elstro pulling out 24s left and right. Look at you go. $5, $5, $5. 64 Denver. 15 more. I'd rather have a pro do it. My car is my left. Hey, at least, you know, we all learned a little something by diagnosing together. It's always fun. 88, 99, 23, 10. Two, 83, 64, 7. I wanted to run for another 275,000. There you go. That's the spirit. There are elements with over 500k on them. I believe it. No, those early 2000s Hyundai, Toyota engines, they'll go forever. As long as you don't blow them up, you don't take them drag racing all the time, you change the oil on them, they won't die. They did real good. All the little motors nowadays, though, they're garbage. Junk. They'll blow up at 110 if you let them. Eight. Okay, I'm over it tonight. 14 rolls, 8 2024 Philly, 4 2025 Philly, 2 41 Philly, and a 55 Denver. That's a lot of 24 Phillies. Hey, on the bright side, you're making some money on those. Come on, nickels. 20, 98, 94, 07, 64, 11, 23, 16, 18, 88, 23, 18. I still have yet to build my camper in my element. You should see some of the conversions people have built. My buddy back in high school owned a similar element. I think he had an '08 or something like that, Honda Element. He loved it, and he did that camper conversion thing. It was pretty cool. I'm personally not a huge fan of the Elements, but they've been growing on me. I've never owned one. Don't really intend to own one either, but I know a couple people who have them, and they all love them. So, but I've seen the camper conversions. Those are pretty cool. I've been trying to get my hands on an older Jeep Cherokee, though, to do that, too. Like the 99s or 98s, something like that. Here's a 53 Philly. Just because my grandparents had a 98 Grand Cherokee. There's a red one, you know, the square body ones, with a ton of room in the back when I was growing up, and I want to make a little camping rig out of one of those. So I keep scouring the marketplace there, looking for a chair. Yeah, looking for a Cherokee to pop up for a few $100 that I can fix up myself. Because I don't want to buy one that's actually running good, because it's going to be $3 grand. I'd rather put $500 and put brakes in it and stuff like that, or do spark plugs or whatever it needs on it. I inquired about one today, but I guess the guy forgot to take it off the market. He already sold it, so instead of an answer to my question, I just got Jeep Grand Cherokee has been sold. I'm playing with it because Becca wants to do camping, a lot more camping, so I think having something like that would be nice. Because I just have the car at the moment. I mean, a truck would work, but I like the old Cherokees. I kind of want one anyway, so trying to get one of those. I keep looking. Rolls have been super nice here lately. I hope everyone else's pick up. I hope so too. They're in the scrapyard here. Yeah, a lot of them are rotted out, but you can still find solid ones, solid frames that just need work. I'll do any work to these things. I'll even, swap a transmission out on them if I have to. But as long as the frame is solid, I don't mind putting money into something. As long as you got something solid to build on. You can make those motors last if you take care of them. Even, I'm pretty sure those old Jeep motors, you can still get them for a decent amount. I mean, if you can get an 80,000 mile motor for $2 grand, it's worth it. As long as the frame of the vehicle's fine. I'm thinking you can still get them for around $1,500 though, if you had to do a motor on it. But I keep looking. I was trying to figure out where my grandparents' one went, but every time I ask, I keep forgetting what the answer was. So clearly it's something I can't really get my hands on. I can never remember what they actually told me. Dryer. To 13. And keep my eye out for any kind of vehicles like that. Just because I know it's something Becca wants to do. Plus, I like the old Cherokees, so I'd love to have my hands on one again. That, or gotta track down my old Silverado. 300,000 miles on it, but it still ran like a dream. Pretty sure I have a good idea where it is, so I can probably get it back if I put an offer in. Denver, 64. 18. I just like the color too. Nice, not a light blue, but just a blue, sky blue. Nah, dark sky blue. Barely any rust on it. It's great. Solid-ish frame. Brake lines went a lot, but yeah, what are you gonna do? 54 Philly. I'll get something back soon. Get something going. $17.99, $69, $21.06, $13.69, $76, $19.40 Philly, $15.11. What year Silverado is the best? Anything that's not a new gen. Mine was a 2001, but anything early to mid 2000s was fantastic, in my opinion. I don't think they die unless you try to kill them. I don't know, most car companies in the early 2000s just, they knew what they were doing, and then they just completely lost the plot. Get an Auto Trader mag from down south. Best bet for something you can work on. Auto Trader. I'm not familiar with Auto Trader. Tell me more. Elaborate. Go on. I'm here to learn. Educate me. Tell me what's what. You got a customized table with pennies inside the glass? I do not have one, but I know what you're talking about. I've seen them from time to time, but no, I don't have one. It'd be cool to have a desk like that, though, with different coins underneath it, in the glass or the epoxy, whatever. I think it would be neat. But no, I'm not supposed to be spending money a lot nowadays, but Temptation's too real sometimes. 58 Denver, so if you do want, we are going to be liquidating a big chunk of the collection this weekend, so if you guys are, as usual, if you want to be there for the Whatnot auction, I think we'll be doing it Sunday, maybe Friday night. We'll let you guys know though. Becca will be here to help me, and we'll be getting rid of a lot of stuff. There's another 2009 Philadelphia. Nice 64. So we'll be doing that this weekend. If you guys do not have a Whatnot account yet, you'll get $15 free if you do !Whatnot and sign up with that link. I see a very nice something in here. $15 for free to use in my show when we do our thing. When we do our auctions. We got good deals on stuff. Wow, look at that. Go to any convenience store and you'll find Auto Trader. It's a magazine. Think it's online too? I'll have to take a look at that. Check that out. 1959. It's actually a Philadelphia. It's not a Denver either. Got full steps on that maybe? Not quite full steps, but jeez, I can't hold this thing. That is not bad for a 50s. 50s nickel. Pretty. You know what? Keep that one separate. Let's see. Newsprint magazine. Auto Trader is in print or online. Cool. Okay. I'll have to take a look at it, because if I can get something from the South, I will absolutely get something from the South, because no chance of rust, really. I don't even care if it runs. Honestly, I prefer if it doesn't run. It means I can get it cheaper, most likely. There are deals up here, but you're fighting everyone else for them. I remember seeing a running 55 Chevy Bel Air on there for $2,500. Wow. Yeah, I just want something I can make a nice camping vehicle. Something just that'll do a little off-road, nothing extreme, you know, just a little bit. Something with four-wheel drive at least, you know. Swap this light out here. Dying on me. There we go. Something that can do some four-wheel drive. I like the Jeep, the early 2000 Jeep Cherokees, because how much room they have in the back. Nice boxy. I like the boxy frames, you know. And you just got all that room. Straight body, straight square footage. There's another nice 59. This one's the Denver. Found the match for it. $95. Oh, one. 2 rolls left. Almost done with the box. 2 more. This is one of them. Volkswagen Vanagon, Synchro. Impossible to fill them up. Gobs of space, tons of clearance, fantastic vehicles. I just don't like Volkswagens. I'll be honest with you. I'm sure they're great, but being a mechanic and seeing the problems Volkswagens have, I can't. I don't want to own one because I know how expensive it is to fix them. So I got a sour taste in my mouth for when it comes to Volkswagens. So I will not buy one. What's a coin or bill you wish you had in your money collection? Oof. There's a lot, but what can I pick out? What do I really want? Ooh. Give me a moment. Give me a minute. I gotta think about this one. That's a hard question to ask a guy who wants everything. I'm trying to think bills here. What bill would I want? What bill would I want? Well, let's think of it in two ways, right? One, within reason, right? Like a realistic addition to my collection in terms of bills, right? There's one very much in my reach, which is just one of those $2 battleship notes, right? It's the large one, just like that $1 Black Eagle I showed. It's about that big. It's a $2 one, 18. No, it might be 1917 or something like that. It was a year. There's a battleship on the back of the tube, basically. They're like $500 or something. That would be realistic. Slightly less realistic. Well, still realistic, just more expensive. I do want to have a $500 and a $1,000 bill in my collection. And then a more unrealistic bill. Probably one of those like $10,000 gold certificates or something like that. And I don't mean it's worth $10,000. I mean the denomination is $10,000. Redeemable for gold coin. That would be notes, I think. When it comes to coins, though, I think most of them's gold. Most of them are gold. They're old vintage gold. I like the gold eagles. That's tough, man. That's really tough. It's just hard to narrow it down to one. All right, well, that's our nickel box. Let me do something here to help out here. Get my red book. Something I want to look at. So the thing I'm trying to decide in my brain area right now, right, is actually I'm already turned to it. The Eagles. Quarter Eagles. Gold dollars. Don't really care for the Liberty ones or the Indian Princess. Don't. I do like these ones. My dad actually has one of these. I do like the $2.50 ones. The Liberty Head ones. These are gold coin, by the way, if that wasn't obvious. I think $3 is really cool too. You don't really see these out there being exchanged too much because they're a couple grand. $4 is really cool as well. Just weird denomination stuff. That's what I like. Well, $4 I'm probably not going to ever have. Because it looks like there's about 450 total that were made. Oh wait, those are proof strikes. Oh, they were only made in proofs. So it's experimental. But yeah, something like this would be really cool. That like something that no normal person would actually have, right? No normal collector. You gotta be a really hardcore collector to have these, right? Half eagles are cool. Again, with the big eagle on the back, I like those. Really, any of these gold coins, but the $4 would be, I think, would be pretty cool. Here's the full eagles. I do like the Indian designs too, yeah. Double eagles. I like this flying eagle design. I do like those. Commemoratives, yeah. I don't think I have much interest in the California gold's cool. Like private gold. But yeah. I'm thinking maybe those $4 ones. Because, like, realistically, it's not something I'll probably ever see in person, let alone own. So, and so there's like 500 in the whole world. If that. A couple $100,000 a piece, right? So, would be cool though. Would be cool. I guess you did ask me a hypothetical question, so that is my realistic unrealistic answer. Okay, let's sort this stuff out. These are all the 64s. My chair is not rolling the way I want it to right now. Can you roll for me? Thank you. Let's pick these all out. Pick the 40s out. Throw the 39s away. Good, those are all good. We got the beauties here. 55 Philly, the 09s, and the Dryer, and the Buffalo. Quarters we're gonna have to play with too, but yeah. Yeah. Okay, that being said, and I'm kind of cutting it off abruptly here, but we're at about 12:30. I'm gonna call it a night for now. Thank you guys very much for hanging out with me. Really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet and you want to pay attention to the, the streams and stuff, then definitely throw a subscription up there. Really appreciate it. You have some old school food stamps. I actually might. I do own a lot of like stamps, and I believe I have some World War II food stamps in there. It would take me a minute to find them though. But hey, Dre, if you join the Discord, I don't know if you have Discord, but if you do join our Discord, here I will throw a link in here for you. Paste. If you join the Discord with that link and you remind me about it, tomorrow I will try to dig it out and see if I can find it. Because there's a picture in my brain that tells me that I do have one with my stamps somewhere. But my stamps are not sorted out yet, so it would be digging through a pile. But if you're a Discord kind of guy, kind of person, then jump in there with the rest of our community and shoot me a reminder, and I will get back to you. Hey, what's up, Joey? You're joining right when we're packing up here, but good to see you. My brain says yes, but I have to actually find it. So remind me. Anyway, I hope you all have a good night. I'm going to call it here. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll be doing something, whether it's pennies or more nickels or something like that. I plan on streaming. I just don't know what yet. We'll be back, and we'll go from there. Thank you all for keeping us above 500 subs. And stay tuned also for the giveaway video that's coming out hopefully tomorrow. So if you want to win the half ounce of silver, make sure you're paying attention. But I hope you all have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.